friends. It's Susan Smith with StampCreatively. Carla just joined me and she said hello, so she's going to get my first prize. I have prizes today. Oh, geez, I can hear myself. That's never a good idea. Okay, now I've muted myself. So Carla's going to get my first prize. I know where to find her, but if you join me and you comment, I'm going to do some fun things during this presentation, and you may get a prize too. Yes, I have on my IU things. We're huge IU fans at this house. Our daughter ran track at IU, and she still has one of the records on the little record board. She actually ran her fastest time. She was a hurdler, 400 hurdler, and she also did some relays. She has Big Ten medals and fun things like that. But she actually ran her fastest time at the only meet Mark and I couldn't get at. She ran in Eugene, Oregon at the Nike track. And if you've ever tried to get from Indiana to Oregon, it's a lot. So that was the only track meet we missed, and she called us screaming because she broke the school record. And she still has it. Go Kayla. All right, friends, I'm going to switch it over. I'm done seeing my face. Let's show you what I have. Okay, so Tanya and I are doing the online exclusive fan club. We have a kit for the month. We're doing the, oh, hi, new from Boston. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. It doesn't say your name. It just says, like Carla says, Carla's, yours says your email. Oh, it's because you're on YouTube. Okay, that makes sense. All right, welcome from Boston. I'm in Indiana. Today is cold. The sun is shining, but it's cold. I had to run errands early this morning, and I wanted to boycott them when I went outside. Okay, Fragrant Layers is what Tanya and I are using. So we're using this designer series paper, which I have used so much. As you can see, every sheet's in parts and pieces. We're also using the Shimmer. The products that we use are we do online exclusive things. Now let me show you what I've done with these so far. These may or may not be the projects that you get when you sign up. The details are on my StampCreatively website, but when you sign up, it's $45. You get half a pack of this DSP, half a pack of this DSP, a full bolt of the gold ribbon that's on some of the other cards, and then you get 8 projects, 4 designs, 2 of each. Okay, so here we are. This was a camp favorite. They were impressed. They thought this was the actual die when it was sitting on the card, but it wasn't. And this is Fresh Freesia and Highland Heather. I did a video on this one last week to show you how to make this. It was not hard. Looks way more dramatic than what it is. Super fancy. Here's some different patterns of it. This is a fun technique. I did this for a team event. This one I mailed to my team as their holiday card, just because I thought it was super cool. Oh, here's another one of these folds with the shimmer. This one, I ripped it when I scored the paper, and I tried to put put a piece of ribbon over my tear, and it didn't work. So if you're going to use the DSP, don't push as hard as I did. So I had to do some repair. And then this one I love. This is with one of the new embossing folders that's in the mini. Isn't that pretty? So that's a part of the online exclusive fan club projects. I wanted to show you those and then show you what I'm doing today. So in the mini catalog, what we've done is, I'm going to raise this up a little bit. What I have to remember is this camera, this one, is attached to the one for my face. So I just raised my face one way up. So if I go to flip these, and so you may not see my face again, which is not a bad thing. So we now have a mini catalog. I can show you what's in here now. Once it goes live, I'm allowed to show you what's in here. So I wanted to do some Valentines. I combined lots of stuff. You can't see all the things on my desk currently, but you will in just a minute. So this designer series paper we used at camp, it's the bomb. For $12.50, you get so much. It's only one package of paper, and I'm going to show you in a minute what I did with it. These are some of the designs I'm even going to create with. That's the card I'm going to make you is using this. For camp, I used this Valentine. So they did 2 Valentine cards at camp last week. I used these words. I used this DSP that I cut up. And then I bought this DSP and the folder and the embellishments and the ribbon. And all of these things I'm using on some cards to show you what I've done so far, and then we'll create one together. Oh, I wanted to show you this too. So Stampin' Up, you need to make sure when you're looking through the catalog. So this, you can see these little hearts that they've cut out. That's because they used the Bee Builder punch. Remember this one, friends? It's got love in it. And then this one is, oh, hey, Beth. Hi, Tanya. Beth's my friend from way warmer than where I am. She lives in Savannah, and I've never been, but I've heard it's beautiful. Savannah has the Savannah Bee Company, which ties right into this right here. And we were together in November, and she brought me some bee treats, and I love it. Oh, here, look. I've got it sitting here on my desk. It's one of my favorites. It smells so good, and I use it on my hands all the time. This came, I bought this when we were in North Carolina, but I love it. So she brought us some, and it's amazing. So don't forget, we have this Bee Valentine set too. Oh, she says it's cool there. Well, so sorry for you. It's not 20 degrees like it was here this morning when I went out to run my errands. Okay, so now, oh, I attached this because I slide it around, but now I see that I also attached it crooked, right? Well, maybe it's crooked because I moved the camera. Okay, let me show you what I've done. This is that, it's Love Notes Designer Series paper. It uses Azure Afternoon, Cherry Cobbler, Flirty Flamingo, Garden Green, Gorgeous Grape, Real Red, and Black. So I cut up a bunch of the pieces for the cards that they were making. I have these cute little containers that I put them in. So these are all 3x3 squares. As you can see, there's lots going on with them, lots of designs. And then here are some smaller pieces that get cut out. And it all comes from this Designer Series paper. And so it has these, and you get lots of sheets of that pattern. So my grandkids are already planning their Valentines. We're going to have a Valentine making party. We have 6 granddaughters. 4 of them live here. And so they'll love making their own Valentines. One of my campers went home and talked to her mom. They do cards in a nursing home, and they're going to do Valentines this year. You know, sometimes people do a lot of Christmas stuff. And as someone who had a mama in memory care, it's nice to just get it all year round. It just doesn't have to be at Christmas. You don't get a lot at Christmas, but Valentines are so nice. My dad's 93, and he loves getting a Valentine. Well, he just likes getting mail, fun mail. Okay, so here's some of the projects we created. This was the camp card, where they used that Happy Valentine stamp. We ran it through the folder. We did a little blend brush on it. And this is that second Happy Valentine paper. I wanted to show them both papers, but I really like this one better. So here's 2 full sheets. Now I think I could have duplicated this card using these, and I think that would have been fine for camp. But let me show you what I've done with them. Look at this one. So this piece is part of one of those, this is the DSP Tanya and I are using for our card club. So I used one of those pieces to do this and to do the center. So I used a little bit of both. And then that's the DSP with the fun red and white Baker Swine. And that's front and back. So cute. This one is done with one of those little word pieces. This is that shimmer that Tanya and I are using. So that's that shimmer paper. It's stamped in real red, and I ran it through that embossing folder. Isn't that fun? Then here's one. I embossed it on that shimmer. So I stamped it in Flirty Flamingo and then embossed it in Crystal Clear. And then this is some of that pretty designer series paper with the ribbons. Oh, and look, I embossed this and then went over it a little bit with a blend brush and put another little strip right there. So these are the ribbons that I used. Okay. Then I used several different colors of ink. I forgot to show you this part. What I love about this is this. So I took a piece of tear and tape and I put it across the bottom of my card. And then we have these cute little Valentine shaker elements. And I had them dump it and smash it on. I love that. Yeah, I have pictures of the cards. I'll send you pictures. So on this card, I took some of those little hearts out of this cute little party pack and glued them on with some fine tip glue. Isn't that cute? Simple fold. So this was the other card they did, and this is the one you and I are going to do together today. Look, a little note card and envelope. Just by using two of those elements that were cut out, they did a note card and envelope. I had them stamp a little love on it. And I'll show you how we did that. So I got the little heart from this, Choose Happy. And I could have used the Happy Valentines from here, except they didn't have Valentines. I was like, you've got a heart. How do you not have Happy Valentines? In my head, it had, but you know, we can't all get it right. So this is online exclusive, and this is the lasting linen. And I went ahead and put it on my large block. I'll take pictures of all the cards and put them below on my StampCreatively website so you can see. So we inked it, and I used Petal Pink. I was going to say Petal Pink, and then I wasn't sure. So I love note cards and envelopes. Like when my grandkids come to make their cards, they will probably use note cards and envelopes. Oh, and if you don't know this trick, okay, I have a trick for you. I'll show it to you when we're done. Okay, so I'm just going to lay it on here. We have 5 grandchildren that live here and 4 in St. Louis. And of the 5 that are here, 1 is a boy. And Wyatt will not do Valentine's with me, I can guarantee you. 1, he's autistic, and that makes it a little more challenging. But 2, he don't have the patience for that. He just doesn't. I mean, I have 2 grandsons in St. Louis, and they don't have, 1 would never do it, and 1 I might be able to get to do it. Okay, so here are my choices. I'm going to use a large one and a small one. I really like this one. I thought this one was really cute. Let's see if I can find some words to go with it. Oh, yeah, you can just be amazing right there. My daughter and I share a Starbucks account. So I will, it's funny because I will go to get a drink and they'll say, Kayla, your drink's ready. Now I don't pay any attention and I forget that they're saying her name because she changed the name on the account somewhere in college. So it's actually my drink. So sometimes it takes me a minute. And Sherry and I traveled together. She's one of my stamp friends, and her daughter does the same thing. So our when we sit down, our cups both say our daughter's names. Okay, this is a little big for what I want to do. So this amazingness is going to get a little bit smaller. Oh, thanks for sharing it. I appreciate that. I'll send you a prize. Message me with your address and I will send you something just for doing that. Okay, I'm going to trim this guy down. I love our trimmer. I can push on that side and hold it in place and it doesn't wiggle, which is fantastic. Yeah. Oh, let's do this. I love to tag this is how I tag my ends. So I go in and then meet. And I do better that way than trying to do it the other way where I start on the sides. So I like to start in the middle. Okay. Well, yep. I like that better. Okay, so I'm going to put some seal here on the end. Then I'm going to put a dimensional on this end. And that's cute. And then I'm going to take my fine tip glue. Tanya and I were talking about it yesterday. My fine tip glue got an attitude. She had told me about an attitude she had with hers. And I said, mine's never done that before. Well, after we talked about it, it's kind of like your phone stalking you. My glue stalked me and did something yesterday that it's never done before. So once I took this out, it wouldn't go back in. And Tanya's had that happen with a couple bottles. So this one I won because I muscled it. But yeah, is that not crazy? Okay. Like I'd never had it happen, and then we talked about it, and yep, it happened to me. See how cute these little hearts are? What the heck? Tanya made a card that was so cute because she has the bear. I don't have the bear. I don't buy everything, contrary to what it looks like on my credit card. So I didn't buy the bear, but she had the bear, and he had some hearts with him, but then he was also holding this. It's a cute little package. It's so cute. Okay, how simple is that? What do you think, friends? All right, I need one more thing. I really think I need some ribbon. So I think what I'm gonna do, why I think I need ribbon, I don't know. But which one should I use? Should I use this or this pink? That's always so hard. Maybe this. I'm almost out. Here we go. I'm almost out of this. I went to order it today and it's on low inventory, so I need to. Now, I'm not putting that out there so all of you go and order it. I need some, so don't be hogging it all. I'll get some in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to... Oh, pink. Beth said pink. That's fine. I'll switch. We'll go back with the pink. I'll use this bow on something else because I've got more Valentines I'm going to make. All right. I'll put the pink on and then I'll mail Beth this card. I already have her address. I know where to find her. I'll send her a little amazingness in the mail. So this is how I make my bows, and everybody does it different. So I looped 2 on each side, and then I take another piece. I did that real quick with the baker's twine, and you probably went, what's she doing? But this is what I do. And then I just take this back and tie it, and it gives me the look that I want with the bow. Sometimes it requires teeth. But see, now I've got this fluffy little bow, and I am going to take a glue dot. Yes, I'm ordering more glue dots when I order my baker's twine. And I'm going to put a couple glue dots on it, and then I'm going to tuck it under here. And look, I have a party. Looks like confetti coming out of mine. You're amazing. I love it. Okay, now this is what I was going to show you. We did this a long time ago. I haven't done it in a while, but I think it's magic. I'm going to close up that ink pad before I get ink. And even though these are just 2 little strips, I may need those. So they're going to go here in my little party box. Now these, I think I can do without this glue dot from where I had my paper stuck on there. Okay. So I did these for a while as door prize things for my camp. So this is 5 inches. And so half of 5 inches is 2.5. Look at my fast math. So I cut these in half. This is my note card and envelope. Okay. And I folded it. And so they would draw one of these little envelopes as their door prize. Because I'm going to do the envelope too. The envelope is also, it's a little over 5 inches. So I'm going to go a little over 2.5. Or I could have folded it and made a crease and then known it was the exact half, but I didn't. If I need to trim one of my note cards, it's fine. So then I'm going to fold these in half. Sometimes I've found on these the score mark needs a little help. And then I'm going to go ahead and treat this like a little card. We're going to do it just like a mini card. Yes, Carla, they are. That is, so when you place an order, you get a $5 off coupon, and that is the whole month. $50, you get a $5 off coupon, and the next month you cash them in. I'm going to do that on both of these. Again, it needs a little help. And what I like about this linen is I don't have to worry about getting it all perfect. If I miss an edge or miss something, it's so subtle. I like it even when I do miss it. Oh, I'm going to do the corners of my envelope too. Where's my little heart? Oh, here's my little love. You always had a little love to the front. And then what I'm going to do is, see this washi tape? We have 2 washi tapes. This is the floral, which I love. And this is the leaves. This is in the current mini. This is in the annual catalog. So what I'm going to do is, I know I need it about this long. Now, for those of you who need precise measurements, I am sorry, I may just give you a twitch. But I'm going to take my washi tape and I am going to cut it in half, sort of, kind of. My goal is to be straight more than to be half, if that makes sense. So I just need it to be straight, because then what I want to do is I want to take this envelope, see it has an opening. I want to close up that opening. So I'm going to cut this straight. And yes, I'm going to waste a little washi tape. I'll be fine. You'll be fine. Oh, I'm going to go this way so that the seam side is on the front side. So I'm going to lay this here because I'm going to stop right at the top of the back. I'm going to crease that down. Then I'm going to fold it over. And I'm going to seal that envelope closed. And snip this off the bottom. Then this, so I made these, see, they're a little too big. I remember that happening the last time. Just fine, I'll just trim them off. Come on, friend. And I'm not going to do 2 of these. You don't need to see me do both of them. But trust me. So it's the basic white. It's just a note card and envelope. I've just cut up a note card and envelope. Just to fit in those little, cut the envelopes in half and cut the note cards in half. The note cards end up being closer to 2 inches than the 2.5. And it doesn't really matter. Because again, I was using them for my grandkids, a fun little Valentine, or I used to use them as door prizes because people would draw and they would have something in here. It's like a little mini note. So let's add something to this. So you can see with this paper, like I could use all of these Valentines. Any of these would work on the front. Or, look how cute this is. There's also one in here that I'm looking for. That is a sucker, this one. So I'm going to trim this one down to go on the front. And again, I'm going to put my contraband back in there because you never know, right? Okay, how cute is that? Oh, something sweet. I could have used that and we could have tied a sucker onto it, but this will be perfect. Oh, look, I have this one already made. Gonna hit it with this cute little bow. All right, there we go. How cute is that? And they can put a little Happy Valentine's Day, or normally what they do is they just sign their name. In my entryway, I have a swag that has little clothespins on it. And I have my grandmother's Valentines that she sent in elementary school. It'll say, to someone from Blanche. My grandmother's name was Blanche. My aunt saved them. So I have these cute little Valentines from Blanche. They're adorable. I need to pull them down and show you guys because it's so cute. Again, my grandmother, they're over 100 years old because my mother passed away last year at 87. And these were when my grandmother was in elementary school. But she writes her name Blanche Grigsby in cursive writing. It's so cute. I can take some pictures and post them in here. All right, friends, thanks for joining me. I gave away 2 prizes. Well, I actually 3 because my new friend from Boston is going to send me her address. And for sharing it, I'm going to send her a prize. I'm going to send Carla a card. And I'm going to send Beth the card that she picked the bow on. All right, friends, thanks for joining me. Gosh, you have a great day. And I will be back with Tanya on Wednesday at 1. And the skunk stripe up here is going to be covered up. So who knows? You know how when you go and your hairdresser does your hair, it may not always look like your hair, but I'm going to get it done because she commented my tinsel was sparkling. So we're going to get that taken care of on Wednesday morning. All right, friends, thanks for